It's really important. This is long-winded. I don't know how to write short shit. I've had all my friends told me to condense this, and I just can't, so bear with me. After 33 years of taking her first job when I was 10 years old, my mother just retired. Since I was a kid, her work ethic has been unmeasurable. Whether she was sick, exhausted, or just burnt out, she got up and went to work every day. It's a quality she drilled home in me. She would say things like, you always have to be proud of your name. If you don't have your name, you may as well take everything else, take it away. And she would say, do the right thing and be a good person. She'd say kitschy things like cream rises to the top. She was full of catchphrases and stuff. And I still hold them dear to my heart today. My son was born 10 years ago, and that was the beginning of a big turnaround for me. I started to think less selfishly and more for the greater good of things. And I transformed from a life of sort of solo street performer, one-man guy, to someone who cared about things and people in the community and enjoyed working within it. It's a transformation I'm very grateful for. I've learned to give and take, and I've learned that putting it out there is very important. And someone once said to me, you got to put it on out there because it's the only way the world can give it back to you in every which way. And I hold that near and dear to my heart every day. This new direction combined with ethics my folks raised me with have made for a new path that I've really enjoyed over the last 11 years or so. My son's going to be 11 tomorrow. Plays bass. I've made life-lasting friendships and shared amazing experiences. I found my wife, and I found a happiness that I've searched for all my life. And unfortunately, over the past month or so, I abruptly found out exactly how fragile that balance can be, and I faced a pretty stark reality that what my life is and has been might not always be. And that, you know, I think we all go through things like this, change and human. We're people with victories and tragedies every day, you know. And I know very well that there are amazing people out there who have had things worse than I've had in the last month. In the grand scheme of this is so wordy. I'll just read it, man. In the grand scheme of the human plight to survive, my 11-day stint at Mount Auburn Hospital is a drop in the bucket. Last night on my drive home from seeing my folks, I spent an hour on the phone with my sister, my older sister, my only sibling. She had breast cancer, and she beat it, and it came back again, and she beat it. And she's, you know, some years healthy and happy, and my nephew is 16 years old, he just won a sportsmanship trophy for his basketball team, and she's very happy. But, you know, surgery and chemo have changed her in ways forever. And again, we all go through these victories and tragedies. It's what makes us human, you know? And over the past couple weeks, I've had to make some really heavy decisions, sometimes with and sometimes against doctors' advice. Always get a second opinion. And a third. And I've had to choose a course of action to fight. I don't know if you guys know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I've had stomach problems since I was a kid, and they're nasty. It's not just a little bit of gas. And it's been really scary. I had surgeons come and see me every fucking day, and those fuckers, they want to cut, man. Like, they're in there, how you feeling? And no matter how much fucking pain I was in, by day 3, I was like, I feel great. And I'd like take deep breaths, because they touch you, they want to see if you're soft or hard, and hard is bad, and I just go like, by day 3, all the interns, they were like, oh. They were drawing X's on me and shit. They were doing that. They were operating. They were getting ready to stick the, oh, you know, they didn't get the funny bone out and shit. They were ready, man. chase those fuckers away, but it was a reality, man. I was right there, and that wouldn't have been like a fix-it surgery. It would have been a very life-changing surgery, and some of the medications that I very narrowly avoided would have altered my life in a way that would have made it impossible for me to do these things that I do. Again, I got second opinions and family opinions, and I absorbed it all. For the time being, decisions have been made to help me get all patched up, and I've avoided a lot of I dodged some bullets this week. And since I was admitted to the hospital, I feel amazing, but it's still slow and steady. I'm taking it slow, and I had people help me set up and shit. And I'll be at the open mic tomorrow. I got people helping me set up, but I've avoided the biggest obstacles and jumped the high hurdle and fucking word shit. 7 days back since I got out a week ago today, and I feel amazing. The world's better, and as I was writing this today, my Sunday included a nice walk in Davis Square, a soft food breakfast. I wrote this letter, I took a quick nap, and I rested up and came back here for the first time in 4 weeks. And, to someone who doesn't know what the fuck is going on, I look great. I lost a lot of weight, man. I lost a lot of weight. I lost a lot of muscle tone and shit. I have like the hips of a grandma. And I lost, like, I used to have these big strapping legs and they're fucking gone. I was on my back for 11 days, no shit.
We'll get to there.
Which, alright, I'll get to it, man. Which brings me to this week. And I'll just read off of this. Coming home Sunday was amazing. I'm not sure who appreciated being in their own bed more, myself or my wife, who slept in a reclining chair for 10 days. The first day, she just didn't know. She went home. She's like, all right, I'll go home. And then she was like, I can't believe I fucking went home last night. She stayed every day. She lost a lot of work, and she canceled gigs, and she stayed every day. And yeah, you know, home sweet home, man. And Danielle lost work, so did I, but to be getting better in the road to recovery more than dwarfs any financial crisis we may have to deal with. That being said, when I was in the hospital, I was in no condition to have visitors other than my wife and a very small crew, a couple of people here, just to make sure I wasn't like alone, because I was bad and I sucked. Yeah, I know people have worse than me, but it was tough. I got emails and texts and Facebook messages, just overwhelming thoughts and prayers, and the dedication to thanks to some friends, Ryan and my wife. The band covered all its obligations. I mean, Toad is Toad and it's loose and it's cool. It would have done its own thing, but I had a wedding date. It broke my heart to miss this. It was an original band wedding date, and I had to miss it. Ryan and Fez and Market and Danielle and the Baker Thomas band, of course, they all stepped up and just filled the shoes, and the couple was really happy. And it broke my heart to miss that kind of obligation. It's not like me to miss work, man. I don't take this shit lightly, you know. Just people really rallied around. It's just an amazing community that feeds our souls in a way that's impossible to describe. And the support I got in the hospital was over the top and more than enough to help anybody get by. And then Thursday afternoon, a couple of my closest friends came over the house. And played this video for me that a lot of people in this room have seen. And I told you not to do it. You did it. And you delivered a gift to my wife and I that I didn't know about, and it was just an unmeasurable showing of generosity. The amount of people that didn't hesitate to come to our rescue in such a short amount of time is something I'm still processing. And the amount of love and support poured into our hearts with this gift is so beyond comprehension, I tear up every time I think about it. I'm a fucking prophet. The money is so much more than generous. The sentiment holds a healing power that Danielle and I will cherish for the rest of our lives. There's no way we can possibly thank you enough for doing this. You've lifted a huge financial burden that will enable me to take things one step at a time over the coming weeks in this healing process, and even help us to prosper in the future. Going to Aruba, baby. We're not going to Aruba. But as much so, you've shown us a love and generosity that transcends beyond money and inspires us more than ever to keep strong and keep on keeping on. More so than ever, I can hear my mom's words. Work hard. Be good and true, and keep putting it out there. It's the only way the world can give it. You can give the world a chance to give it right back to you. So thank you for putting this out there. May the world give it back to you tenfold. And thank you so much. Words can't describe how thankful Danielle and I are. Thank you. That's it. That's it. As of now, you don't have to ask me how I'm feeling anymore. Fucking fine. Good. Good. So, thanks, man. I look forward to being part of this. I was gonna play one sappy song, but you know what? I'll play it later. Fuck that. Let's have a party. Let's get some guys on the stage. Let's have some fun. Play some tunes. Y'all party, man. Have a good time. Drink. Give me a month or two, I'll be toasting with you, but have a few beers with me tonight. My normal whiskey beer regimen is chamomile tea and water tonight, but please have a couple of good for me with me. Thanks, man. Thanks.